Hello everyone, I'm Tony Southcott from Human Echoes, and today we're doing a Should I Stream It For Into the Dark, a nasty piece of work. For those of you who don't know, the Into the Dark movies are a monthly release from Hulu. They're smaller horror movies, and they're generally pretty fun. They vary wildly in quality, and this new one is their Christmas edition. So we've got a bunch of characters that are finding out that they're not going to get their Christmas bonus, which is sort of a weird bit of greed. It's covering a lot of dissatisfaction, burnout, and other themes from like the modern workforce. Two of the people that are working for this, one of them the major kiss-ass named Gavin, and I believe the other one's Tom, are basically competing for what they're told is a VP spot, where they have to go to their boss's house, and things quickly escalate out of control. So I don't want to get too much into that because if I talk any more, it's going to get super spoilery because there are so many moving parts in this movie, like lots of twists, turns, and just fake outs and very interesting things that are going on. Like, it is a compelling movie, and it's written by the guy who did Sooper Troopers, Beerfest. So there's a lot of really good humor built into this, a lot of tension, and it just ends up being a very silly, but also pretty dark horror movie. I would maybe classify it a little bit more on the thriller side than clear horror, but I think that this is still pretty fun. Think of it as kind of a discount Knives Out. And the way that everything in this kind of progresses, I really was compelled by it. I was surprised because watching Pilgrim, that movie had, let's call it very basic levels of writing. It wasn't well done, it was just kind of fun to watch. This movie actually has some real competency here, a lot of really strong actors. Essentially, if you were looking for a Christmas horror movie, you can do a lot worse than this. This is just a fun popcorn. You're not going to take it too seriously. Just roll with it, have fun with it, try to unravel who's winning, who's actually going to get the job, and also all the other things that are happening here. What's a lie, what's clear, what's the actual truth. There's a lot to unpack in this one, and for being just quickly shot, quickly made, you can tell they put a lot of their budget into this one because it's shot so clean. Everything looks a lot better than Pilgrim and some of the other movies in this series, and I feel like the effort was a little bit higher. It's like they just put more money into the better scripts. I think that you could do a lot worse than watching this. I would say that you should definitely stream it, and I think that's all I really have. I'd love to know what you guys thought in the comments. I just can't get into more of this because of the level of spoilers that would be happening. The acting is very competent, the directing is great, it looks good, and it's just silly. Don't expect this to beat out your favorite movies of all time, but do expect to have a lot of fun with it. So, that's our review. If you enjoyed this, check out some of our other reviews. We put a lot more time and effort into our original versus remake. We also do gaming, and if you really enjoy this, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/humanechoes.